Hi, welcome to Cute Girls Hair Bows. Today we're going to make a burnt edge silk flower, which looks like these. They're really easy to make, and my daughter got a new birthday dress. It's really cute, so I wanted to make a little hair bow to match that. And so I decided to do kind of a multicolor. I'm going to use 3 colors here to kind of play with the multicolor of the dress. And what you'll need is just a small piece of felt to coordinate with your fabric. You really only need about that much width of a fabric. I tend to buy more because I just do them for random projects or whatever. But for one of these, you really don't need much fabric at all. You need scissors, a pencil, glue gun. You're going to need some form of fire, so I just have a tea light. And then these are just so I can do like a circle for my felt. And that's all you need. So we're going to get started on doing our little multicolor burnt edge silk flower. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is cut out your circle. This is going to be your backing for your silk. So I have a couple of circles here, and we're just going to kind of measure our alligator clip. This is an alligator clip with a claw, and I like these for my daughter's hair because she has really fine hair. And you can get these anywhere, Amazon, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. And this is a regular alligator clip, which this is on. But for her hair, I like to use something with claws because she doesn't have very much hair and her hair is really fine. So I'm just going to kind of measure out which one I like the best. And you just need it big enough to cover the clip. And so I'm going to use the little tea light because it's my right length. And the felt you can get at any craft store too. They're really cheap. They're only like 25 cents a sheet. So we're just going to make a little circle here and cut this out. And this I kind of like to be as perfect as I can get it, but it usually doesn't turn out very good, very perfect, but I try. So for this one, since we're using the claw alligator, we only need 1 circle of felt. Okay. And I try also to get all the pencil mark off, but we're going to put that up against the fabric so you can't see it too. Okay, so since I have white felt, I'm going to use white as my bottom layer, and we're going to do about 6 layers of silk. And I'm just going to alternate between colors. And the bottom layer needs to be just a little bit wider than the piece of felt. And I'm not going to do this one too big because she's still little. She's only 15 months, so I don't want to make it huge because it's going to be huge on her head. And then I'm just going to alternate colors. Now, if you just want one color, then you're just going to, with each circle that you do, you're just going to do it just a tad bit smaller. And these don't have to be perfect because, you know, the more unperfect they are, it kind of gives it some character and dimension to it. And you can even do like little notches in there to make it look more like a flower shape. You can really just be creative, do whatever you want. Seriously, this is the fun part about making hair bows, is because you can do whatever you want. They can kind of specify your taste. So we're gonna do another white one. That's a little bit smaller. And so we're gonna do one more round of each. Oh, I want blue next. And I thought it would be fun to do multicolor because her dress is kind of a multicolor. And I thought it would just be kind of fun to do that too. So see, they're not perfect circles. They don't have to be perfect. And the top one's gonna be pretty tiny. Okay. So now we have our little layers there, you can see. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna burn the edges of our silk. So I'm gonna get our tea light ready. Gotta find it first. Now you don't have to do a tea light, you can do a lighter or whatever, but sometimes when I do a lighter, the flame kind of goes low on me and it's hard to do. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna, it doesn't even need to touch it, you just be right on top. Now if you want it really melted, then touch it on the flame, but it's gonna get a really dark edge. So it's gonna kind of curl up like that. So just gonna continue to burn the edges. Be careful not to burn yourself. If you're young, make sure you have a parent with you to help you. Okay, so there's our next layer. Now if they really have a kind of weird shape, I'll burn that down a little bit, but they don't have to be perfectly circular because it kind of gives it a little character and it's kind of fun. Okay. And we're almost done. We just got 2 left to do. See, and you don't want to get them right on there because like they'll seriously burn fast. So, ooh, that's a little hot. Okay. Okay, so we're all done here. So the next thing we're gonna do is glue them one on top of each other. So the first layer, I'm gonna bring my paper over here so I don't get glue on my table. The first layer, we're just gonna totally get our felt piece all saturated all over with glue. You can use hot glue or fabric glue. I like hot glue though because it's kind of instant. Be careful, it's hot. And you're going to see how the matte side's on the bottom. You're going to do the matte side on the bottom and the shiny side on top. Okay, make sure you always have a glue stick handy because too many times I'm like, I ran out of glue. So, and then next is you're just going to do a tiny dot in the middle and put your next layer down. Just press it down. Then another little tiny dot and just keep adding your layers there. Dot. Next layer. Dot. Next layer. Dot. And then then last layer on there. Okay. So to finish this, we're just gonna get our little gem, and these little things are just, I got these at Michael's, I think, and they are in the jewelry section. So, or you can get these little, you can use like a colored gem or a button, or, you know, really whatever you want. Okay. So just make sure they have a flat back because they're easier to glue on. So I'm just gonna do a clear one in the center there. So I'm just gonna put a little glue on the back of that. And you don't want too much glue, because if you do too much, it's going, okay, come on. All right, hold on, rewind. I'm gonna take that off, do another thing. Let's try it on the thing. Might have better luck with that. So just really kind of a small dot on there, because you don't want your glue to spew out. It's gonna look crusty and gross. So just press that down nice and tight. Okay. So that's done. Now last thing we're gonna do is take our alligator clip, and this is gonna go on the bottom like this. And usually I do another layer that hides it, but since I want this on her hair, I'm going to just do one layer. So I'm gonna do glue on top of the alligator clip. And just secure that down. And you want to hold this down until it dries. Now the reason why you use a felt backing is because if you use just the silk doesn't tend to stick onto the clip, and so the glue is just going to come right off, and then your flower's messed up and you can't use it in your hair. So that's it. We're all done.